Hello and welcome back to Shard. We will be continuing where we left off in the Summoner route. So if you recall in the previous part, we were hanging out with Therium, and depending on whether or not you choose to spurn his advances or just go with him, you end up getting one of two endings. One of them being that you decide to, I guess, get very buddy-buddy with him, hang out with him all the time, find out a little bit about him. And even within those choices, you have to make like the right choice, otherwise he becomes a bit more antagonistic towards you. And even then, you find out that he is very antagonistic to everyone else, because he is hiding a secret, obviously, that we find out towards the end. And regardless of what you pick, though, you end up... I can't really say you end up dying, but I guess kind of in a way. And then it ends up looping back again towards where you get the choice to either go with Therium or just to say like, you know what, I don't want to like bother you or anything like that. That's where the story is gonna, well, this second part of the Summoner route is gonna take place in. Anyways, so if you may or may not have noticed, the Summoner route is separated into 3 pieces, with 3 different companions, I guess you could say. The first one would be Therium, and the second one, who we will be hanging out with, is ALvy, the little dog. So yeah, expect some ALvy. But first, I should note that right now only his day 1 is available. And you might be saying like, oh, so it's just chapter 1? No, just his day 1. I believe that it is comprised of 4 days for ALvy. So you will only be seeing the first day, and there isn't anything more after that. So like when you ask, oh, so why haven't you read the other parts? Because it's not available. So yeah, just so you know. Anyways, so without further ado, let us begin ALvy's portion of the Summoner route. So normally you would accept his invitation and you would go with Therium, but now I have a feeling that I should refuse his invitation. The feeling you experience seems to be a mixture of dread, hopefulness, and nostalgia, as if a new road has just been unlocked, an unfamiliar path. I'm sorry, what just happened to me? What was the question again? I think I'm having a migraine. That's all right. It wasn't important. He walks over to his desk with idle, lackadaisy movement and the slightest forced smile on the side of his mouth. If I may ask, who do you plan on spending time with now? I wouldn't want to appear nosy, but it is a question that I just can't shun, for whatever reason. I do have someone in mind that I'd like to meet for a little apology. I believe that we met on the wrong foot earlier. But I'm not sure if he'd want to spend time with someone like me. He turns around and with rapid steps closes the distance. You feel threatened only for a half second as he stops in front of you. From the drawer, you realize that he retrieved a pill, which he places in the palm of his hand as he waits. For the headache. Oh, thank you. What about... You hesitate for a half second looking around, but the horse is ready to ease your worry. He summons a glass of water from his earring. Didn't forget. Summoned water? This is gonna be interesting. You pop the pill in your mouth and take a big sip of the water. You deduce that it tastes like water. A trail of blue smoke escapes through your nostrils. Just enough to wash down a pill, but not enough to sate thirst. It disappears right back into the crystal. Would you look at that? You know a thing or two about summoning after all. Did I ever say I don't? I mean, I don't, but I didn't say it, did I? You just give off simple-minded individual. Can't be so simple-minded if I can resist mind control. Your head is so empty that my magic had nothing to anchor to, the only explanation that I can fathom. Cope harder. Suck my harder. If you're offering... What? In any case, as expected. I had a feeling that's what you'd say. Don't let me stop you. I have a lot of paperwork to do still. But don't think that you'll escape my eye just yet. Of course, recommended student and all. He holds your gaze with half-closed eyes, in silence and undisturbed, as you chuckle awkwardly. Well... Catch you later, alligator. You walk backwards, doing your finger guns at him, because that surely was the best way to end the encounter. The door closes behind you slowly with a creak, like you got secondhand embarrassment from what you just did. It's not my fault, okay? I'm not good in social situations. You should know that. I know that all too well. Even so, I'm impressed by your ability to refuse him in the first place. I thought you liked him. Scratch that. I thought you were drooling over him. Is he not one of the reasons that you chose this shard? Not really. He's hot for sure, but no. I have other people in mind for romance. Like the 3 idiots? There are all possibilities still, yes. Could you explain to me again where we're going then? I was not really paying attention, with narrating and all. Speaking of, your narration has already gotten much better, and it's been less than an hour. Practice makes perfect. Who needs practice when you're such a natural, eh? Yeah, no practice at all natural. Not the reaction that I was expecting from a once-in-a-blue-moon compliment, but okay. Maybe with some conditioning it will become a consistent thing. Only if it's reciprocated. Pass. Expected. Now answer my previous question. Where's the magic word? Abracadabra, bitch. Close enough. So, Therium. He did strike me as someone that I'd like to know better at first, but there is a certain someone that grabbed me by the wrist and yanked me even harder than him. What even is that analogy? I'm talking about ALvy. He reminded me of... me. Scrawny, timid, and pathetic looking. Alone and lost recommended student. So we're really going after him now? Ugh, you're making the worst possible choices. Why can't you just be normal and go for the popular wolf leader, or the autistic cat, or the bipolar tiger? Do you not like ALvy already? At least he's better than the Horus, but no, not really. I'd rather you just what? Not choose anyone? Is that not an option? Is it really so much to ask not to be a on the first day of school? I know that there is nobody that fits your acquired taste in the world, but can you at least give them a chance? Judging a book by its cover is bad. If people want a chance from me, they better not give me a reason to hate them from the start. If your cover is dirty, I'll forever think of you as inferior. I was dirty when we met. Touché. Continuing my previous explanation, I need to apologize for acting like a lunatic. Besides, we left him alone right after we made that creepy thing. What if it got him? The cloaked figure? For all we know, that could have been the Tooth Fairy. So someone who breaks in and steals teeth? Very reassuring. At least has the decency to leave a couple of coins in exchange. Not a very fair exchange. Do you even have a plan to find him? Or will he just jump straight to begging for my help again? I haven't asked for your help that much already, have I? Might be misremembering considering how pathetic you are. And you've been wandering around and talking to yourself for over 10 minutes without a destination or a plan in mind. When you put it like that, I could very much use a tiny bit of help. Ugh, fine. Just because I'm bored and it seems like I'm not changing your mind soon. Thank you. Wait. Whoa. Ugh. How much magic are you draining out of me? I'm getting dizzy. My headache wasn't even completely gone yet. Surely it can't be that difficult. You found things for me before. So? Yeah, I can't find him. Great. I take back my thanks. Well, maybe you can give those to them instead. What are you talking about? Yeah! Aiden, hi. The tiger from earlier appears rounding the corner, with the other two idiots following behind. It would have been nice to hear the narration before I literally bumped into them. Gotta be fun and quirky from time to time. You know, for the reader. Hey Cody, nice seeing someone normal around. That's me, Mr. Normal. Ignoring the out loud talking with nobody around. Shoot. Why were you on the floor? I just thought I dropped a penny. False alarm. Oops. Okay. Still, I'll take someone who talks to themselves over these two. A tad slower behind trail his friends, with new friends of their own attached to their bodies in various ways. That's one way to put it. Cody! Look what we found! We caught two! We found you, actually. Which was a mistake, because I don't see the sorcery leader anywhere yet. Details. Hello? You must be Cole and Rose, if I remember correctly from the gathering. Right on the money. You must be Kobe. Close. It's Cody. Right, sorry. These foreign names are always a little hard to remember, no offense. None taken. I've been told my name is weird before, even if I don't see it. It is a bit awkward to talk like this. Could you please put me down? No chance. I can't risk losing you. I'm not going anywhere. That's what they all say. What? Why are you holding Dallin, Rose? Is he preventing your escape too? Mr. Aiden asked if I can protect people well enough to be a defender. I won't let anyone or anything harm my leader to prove myself. She's strong, and I feel so safe. There was no need for demonstration, but if this was an audition, she'd pass with full points. But thank you for the suggestion, Aiden. You're welcome. It certainly wasn't a meager attempt at getting her into my shard. Oh, right. Cody, they're joining our shards. Isn't that so cool? Yeah, I figured that on my own, believe it or not. Marina will be so happy that I caught him. Please bring me to her. Chelsea will be over the moon as well. Cody, great news. You get to join my shard now by process of elimination. It's the last and only option after all. Hey, scamming people is my domain. Shut up. There is also the summoning shard. That's the one that I'm joining, actually. Sorry, Aiden. Damn it. New genius idea. Hey, if you want a recommended student for the Slayers, you could help me find ALvy. Maybe he'll join you, even if I have a feeling that he chose one already as well. There is always a chance. And we could help as well. The two kidnapped victims speak excitedly. We were looking for him anyway, and... Screw that. I don't care about him or anyone else. I just wanted... Ugh, never mind. Let's go. You gotta take care of that witch trial. The what? Stupid defenders and their high horses. Whose idea was it to get horses in the fucking building anyway? Oh, that sounds terrible. Well, you know, if you would let us go, we could still help find... Let's go sign you right up now. Yeah, no delay. The witch trial can wait. Someone could die, you idiots. It will only take a minute. How are you so strong? Bye? Guess we're not getting any help, huh? Back to wandering the hallways. Found him! Seriously, how? While you were having the dumbest conversation of your life. Not true. Oh yeah, what am I saying? Every conversation you're ever in is a whole circus. Can you get to the point? Oh, oops. Making fun of you is just so easy and fun. Can't help it. As I was saying, I've been slowly concentrating my soul on extending my senses' reach from your body without consuming any magic from you. And I found him, just outside the Academy's grounds. Is that some kind of new ability? I thought you could only feel what I feel and see what I see. I'm not sure. Could be. I'll keep you updated. Alright. Well, what are we waiting for? Take me to him. What changed, by the way? Aside from what you just explained. He's been concealing his presence with some kind of spell, but not anymore. His presence was simply revealed to me all of a sudden. Like he got teleported in a specific spot. So he does have magic. That means that he's very likely to join the Summoner's Shard as well. And a spell not even you can get through? I wonder how powerful he is. Hey, I could get through it. If you could survive an attempt like that. Mannerless bitch. Always my fault. Why do I even bother asking? Do you deny it? No comment. Then I rest my case. You walk out of the academy and into the courtyard, relieved to have finished conversing with the demon. You like talking, you like getting to know different people and expressing yourself, but sometimes it's nice to slowly walk through a large empty courtyard, with bushes of flowers still in full bloom and shadows of large trees eclipsing the scorching sun. The singing of birds doesn't stop even when you get to the residential buildings of the town. If not for the demon's instructions, you might even lay on one of the many public benches and take an afternoon nap. Very tempting indeed, but my new dog friend needs me. Anyone hearing his pretentious words can tell that the dog does absolutely, and without a doubt, not need him in any way. But his dilemma is not one to truly lose sleep over, as the only person hearing him is the one guiding him. Soon the houses grow more tightly packed together, and the streets narrow down, your guiding arrow stopping in front of the dark alleyway. Are you sure that this is the place? Pretty sure. Just up ahead. Doesn't seem like the sort of place anyone would deliberately stay in. Unless the mysterious figure from earlier caught him, chopped him up, and threw him in the dumpster over there. Don't say stuff like that. Then what's the holdup? Go further in. Swallowing your anxiety, you advance, opening each trash can just to be sure. What the hell is their problem? A voice. Talk about an overreaction. For a second, I thought Mom must have hired them, but who hires 20 hitmen at once? That's just overkill. It seems like you're not the only one talking to yourself. That reassures you a bit, but you still need to get his attention in a subtle manner. Hey! Or just do that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. The dog is still sitting down behind the dumpster, eyes wide and ears high, slightly trembling. His layered clothes look more ragged and dirty than the first time that you met him. It's... you. Did you see me coming here, or do you just like dumpsters? Can't say that I'm particularly a fan, but I did see you headed this way. You're not gonna run away or disappear again, are you? Fortunately for you, I'm too tired to run. Mind if I... You point to the ground beside him. Sure, if you like the smell of rotten fruit on your clothes. I'm pretty sure that we're behind a convenience store. They just threw away a lot of bananas. As long as that there are no rats, I don't see a problem. You scooch over as close as you can until his uncomfortable face comes out. Neither of you dare sit on the moist ground itself, but you do lean against the mossy brick wall. So... what happened? If you don't mind me asking. I don't know what you mean. Oh, come on. We just met over an hour ago and now you are... surrounded by rotten bananas. And tomatoes. Ugh. I was trying to find the summoner's meeting room, wandering through the hallways. I just wanted to get my lunch card. Lunch and dinner. Yeah. There was nobody around to ask about it, besides you. You cringe while staying silent. That went the way that it did, and then I continued my search. I made the mistake of entering the Defender's headquarters to ask around. It was the only place still full of people. Long story short, they organized the witch hunt with me at the center. A witch? Oh, I heard about that. So you were the unlucky victim there. He blushes with embarrassment and hides his face away. So it's not much of a secret then. Everyone must know by now. No, I promise most people don't. I'm just friends with their leader. He exhales relieved. Did he get there before they did anything? No, haven't seen him, but they almost threw me out a window. Oh my god. Thankfully, the sorcerer's leader stopped them. She couldn't convince them to let me go, but she scared them enough that I managed to escape. And that's how I got here. I picked a random direction and ran. Sorry, I don't really want to talk more about it. I understand. I'm sorry that happened, but I'm glad that you're alright. Or, somewhat alright. It's fine. The irony of it all makes it funny. They're the most noble shard, yet that they're the most prone to committing atrocities for the smallest of things. Breaking a single rule wins you broken bones. Yeah, compared to Dallin, they sound awful. You notice his back is slightly straighter and his eyes lack the 1,000-yard stare that he previously had. That makes you hopeful. Well then... You sit up, stretching high and moving your tail frantically with a smile on your face before offering the dog your paw. I think we started off on the wrong foot in any case. My name is Cody. Nice to formally meet you. Your unusually happy state did rub off on him, and against all odds, he accepts your paw. ALvy. I like it. Is it short for anything? No, just ALvy. You walk towards the edge of the alleyway, barely listening to his response. A single step away around the corner stands a large vending machine filled with drinks, fizzy, refreshing, hot or cold. The choices are many. I couldn't help but notice that you're holding in your panting. That's something weird to keep track of. And the dog seems to think the same by his reaction. So you must be thirsty. What's your favorite? My treat. He sheepishly walks out of the darkness, looking around as he does so. There sure are a lot of kinds. Is there anything, watermelon flavored? Let's see... this one. Fruit fisting? Even the drinks are dirty here. You put some money in the slot and punch the number for his drink, then choose a soda for yourself. 2 bottle drops with a thud. Lime soda, my favorite. The sourness makes it more refreshing. The whole time the dog was watching your movements very closely, something odd for his shy personality, but he catches your eyes on him and looks away. Did you want another one? No, sorry. I just never used one of these, but always wanted stuff from them. I'm just, curious how they work. You've never used a vending machine? He shakes his head. You hand him the drink, then happily explain the basics of the exchange. Almost none of the machines are the same. You might need to fiddle with the buttons until you find how each of them work. Most of them will always have the written instructions too. I see. Look, there are seats in front of the store, certainly better than by the dumpster. He seems reluctant to follow you. What's wrong? There isn't anyone around anyway, it's fine. Still, I look, like a vagabond. Even if one person sees me like this, it's still embarrassing. I need to go change. Oh no, we're losing him. Scribbles, do you think that you could do the thing that you did to me earlier? Viciously mock him? Clean him. I could try, if you think that you have so much magic to spare. Anything to win his trust. Actually, I can clean you up if you want. What's in it for you? Winning some affection points from you? Nothing more, nothing less. Suspicious? But alright, it seems like the best choice I have at the moment. Do I have to, take them off? No. I'll just do this. You make a weird gesture in front of him and wiggle your fingers around, but nothing happens. Something better happen if the narrator doesn't want to lose his job. Would you look at that? something does begin to happen. His body is enveloped by a wind current for only a moment, fluffing up his fur coat and clothes, leaving them clean and patched up. And what's that? Your own body suddenly loses the dumpster odor and sweat stains, and all it took was a little mana? You're welcome. Huh. That was quite incredible. He checks himself out, his jacket, his pants, his tail, but especially his backpack. Even the holes are gone. Is that the type of magic that you specialize in? Cleaning magic? No, I'm just good at supporting from afar. Are you okay? Yeah. I just used a lot of magic today and I want to vomit. Almost like someone is pulling magic right out of me all day. Not my fault you can't handle some simple spells. Finally, with a new look and a sign of concern for you, he walks with you to the seat. You sip your drinks in silence, watching the pigeons circle you, looking for crumbs. Not today, buddies. We don't have any. Before you finish, the dog opens his backpack and takes out the hardened crust of a sandwich. He breaks it apart easily and throws some pieces to the birds before handing you a large piece as well. The stupid in me would eat it. The respectful in me would refuse the offering because I would be too stupid to think that he is offering it to me to eat it. But he isn't. You accept the piece of bread with a smile, but not as large as a smile that he gets when you take it. In silence, you both break apart crumbs and throw them to the impatient birds. Don't bite my shoes. Here, take the bread. I think he likes the bright color. You hurry up and throw the rest of the bread a bit further away. As you do that, your headache suddenly disappears and your energy levels slightly increase. Why? Don't ask me. Maybe your social battery is recharging. Looking around, you finally do realize that this urban scenery is surprisingly peaceful and beautiful. The few pedestrians giving you a nod from across the street, the colorful shops and houses with their inviting signs, the lack of car sounds, and of course, the birds that bring a smile on your new friend's face. In truth, the most beautiful part is this dog's innocent happiness. So, about earlier. You might be wondering why I was talking to myself. Funny story. Don't worry, I try not to judge people for being weird. Everyone is, after all. Besides, you must have heard, me before as well. Oh, so you knew that I was there? I didn't think that you did, since I didn't start screaming at the top of my lungs like a maniac. Hey, at least I didn't start running away scared. I wasn't scared. I was just, embarrassed. Why? I've been avoiding the other two recommended students for some time. For no good reason, really. And I thought that you were with them. After running away so much, it felt too awkward to talk to you. So running away further is somehow less awkward? I don't know why I do the things I do. I suppose I'm just as weird as everyone, if in a different way. I too sometimes seem to talk to myself. The real reason might be even weirder than other people. He seems hesitant to continue. Come on, do you really think that I, of all people, will judge your weirdness? He chuckles. I, talk to my gems sometimes. Even if they're not summoned. I just like that the way they gleam when I tell them how much they mean to me. It's like they understand me, or at least hear me. Yeah, it's pretty weird. Shut up, it's not. Huh? I mean, it's not weird at all. At least I don't think so. I can relate, to some extent. He gets excited, his tail wagging. Do you talk to them too? What kind of Nightfallen do you have? Oh, I can't say. Sorry. Is it one of those? You know... those... The ones for... Oh, no, he, they're normal. I think. Just, you're not really supposed to say what you use. Oh, of course. I'm sorry. I got too excited. And the secret is an extra layer of protection over your gems. I don't usually like sharing mine either. I'm glad that you think the same. Does that mean that you're joining the Summoners as well? I am. Already signed up, in fact. But I forgot to ask about a lunch card, as you mentioned. Maybe we could go get it together later? He seemed to be studying you, while keeping a neutral expression on, clutching his backpack tightly, like you're about to snatch it at any moment. He has a very calm demeanor to him, a soft smile now plastered on his face as you both open up to each other. You don't really like this place, do you? Your question not only causes surprise but scares him greatly, prompting excuses to pour out with a jolt. No, I do. I really do. I love this place a lot, I promise. The academy, the town. I'm just not great with people. Can't really blame you. Almost getting defenestrated is an acceptable reason to avoid them. That and all the other people who've been tailing me. Like who? Well, the other recommended students, the Summoner's vice leader, this weird-looking hooded cat. Tate? Oh, he's harmless. I hope. And the others must have good reason for wanting to meet you. I know. I'm just being unreasonable, but I can't shake off the feeling. Needless to say, I'm not very eager to meet more people. I should consider myself lucky then. I only met wonderful people that like me, even if some of them are indeed peculiar. About Rose and Cole, I met them not long ago, though they're a bit busy at the moment. Why are you avoiding them of all people? They just, seem weird. Weirder than me? No, but apparently I can't hide from you, so it's better to talk it out. He says half-jokingly. Scribbles, I've decided. We need to make him like me. What? We're not done here yet? What happened to a simple apology? Plans change. I can't have someone who thinks so ill of me run around the campus. Then let's kill him. Easy solution. No. I also want to be around him to ease his anxiety. He clearly has some unresolved problems. Oh god fucking damn it! No! You like him too. I can't deny some fleeting feelings. Kill me, God! But they're mostly platonic, I swear. I need to distract myself before I go crazy. By narrating! Sip after sip, your cans become empty. He fidgets with it gently in his hands while you slowly crush it into a small aluminum pile of senselessness. You were never good with combating awkward silence or continuing conversations, and the only reason that it's been going so well is because of your guilt and pity. But even those reserves are running out. Unfortunately for you, he decides to cut the tension first. Thanks for the drink. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll go, somewhere else. Wait, where do you want to go? Mind if I tag along? It's fine. I am already gone. He looks into your eyes with determination until he notices your confusion. Basically, disappeared already. It might be hard to follow me this time. Okay. Anyway, so where are we going? I could literally go anywhere. How come it doesn't work? Something was clearly supposed to happen. He was either waiting for divine intervention or a knight in shining armor, but it never came. Fine. You can come too. Much obliged. Where to? I'm not exactly sure where I'm going. Somewhere quiet, I suppose. How about my dorm? I still need to check that one out. Smooth. I'd rather stay away from dorms. It must be pretty filled with first years and other students. That's why the academy was so quiet most of the day. How about we explore the city then? He cringes at that thought. Lots of locals. So maybe not. Got it. I am kind of out of ideas already. It's literally my first day here, so I don't know what this place has to offer yet. Honestly, it's hard to believe that this town can get rowdy enough to scare a newcomer. Mostly at night, or around the marketplace. The locals are also overly friendly. Not that it's a bad thing, just not my style. How do you know all that? I got to experience everything firsthand. Have been here for some time. Oh, so you're not new. Suppose not. It's just the academy I haven't explored much, or anything that's not town. Then why don't we go outside then? Explore a little. Outside? You know, the barrier. No, I can't. Is it because of the Nightfallen? Yes, yeah, them, of course. The administration doesn't want first years to go out on their own anyway. Hey, I walked over a mile through the woods all alone to the academy, and I was fine. Did you not take the main gate? You can get a car all the way to the gate? Yeah. Or the teleporter? Or the freely assigned hunters for all first years? No. I heard that they'd let you keep any gems from the Nightfallen that you might encounter on the way. I didn't know. You're brave for walking through this forest in particular. It's crawling with Nightfallen. Have you ever met one? I never killed a Nightfallen myself, in fact. I doubt that I met any face-to-face before, unless you count the ones with scribbled faces. What? Nothing. I didn't mean kill, just in general. Oh, yeah, I suppose I did. You? I do own my own live Nightfallen. Of course, how else would you have them? So, you must have killed a bunch too. No wonder you were recommended. Your question seems to sadden him. I mean... Spontaneous topic change. Let's move away from the town, but not exit the barrier. How about it? Haha, good idea, right? I think saying spontaneous topic change is a little on the nose. Answer the question. He thinks for a moment, gazing towards the near empty streets and rubbing the back of his fluffy head. Fine. Nice. Laconia is a very popular tourist attraction, so there must be plenty of places to spend time and explore. Do you happen to have a map? I forgot to download one and there is no internet. I don't have a phone right now, sorry. I lost it some time ago. How hard can it be to find a nice place outside the walls, right? One that is still inside the barrier. Come on. Oh, wait. You hastily take his hand and run down the street, wary of prying eyes from the few people on the streets. Not having to worry about cars hitting you gives you confidence to hurry the pace towards the main gate. ALvy doesn't protest much aside from his out-of-breath panting causing you to slow and tone down your excitement. This gesture made you realize that you're either stronger than you look or he's simply much weaker. Like it's possible to out-twink you. The final and most plausible theory is that he's probably more tired than you realize from today's events. You shoot him a sweet apologetic look and wait until he is in line with you and to continue. Now hand in hand and side by side, he feels safe enough to squeeze your hand back. Kill me with a fucking shovel. Cheer up, you might like where we're going to, since you've been trapped in that place so long. Experience new and modern things. I'd like to experience some and not that kind of modern. Meanwhile... Where are you going, little kitty? You have some guts to ignore me again after everything. But I shouldn't be surprised, just like every other time. Well, except for when you were given no other choice. Rest assured I am not letting you put your filthy paws on him. Come on, lighten up. It's not like you were ever an important choice. That is doing the exact opposite of lightening me up. All these sayings are so hard to grasp, but modern speech is fun. Forget about that. We should all be concerned about his mental capacity to fulfill his duties. Why's that? He just keeps forgetting about his own luggage. There must be something seriously wrong with him. Most of the things he owns are inside that thing. That just proves that he's not as materialistic as some other people. Much easier to make him attached to people. You should know. He sure is attached to that dog's ass. But if he does remember about it, you know who he'll have to meet to get them back. And we don't want that. But I don't want to meet with him either. You don't want to meet with anyone ever. Can you blame me? All people are snakes. We can't make a deal with a snake and cut off its head. Patience, my dear. Are you saying Father will let me have my revenge when we're done? You don't even know that Lion is guilty. No matter what, he has something to do with his disappearance, and I'll find out what. Good luck with that, Vigilant. For now, what's our leopard up to? Holding hands with Mr. Plan B. Aw, look, they're already on a date, just like you two were on the first day. I'll go pay them a little visit, up close. Back to you. As the high walls of the Academy's town disappear behind you, the dog shows faint signs of worry. Something wrong? I was just thinking. You don't think that we'll be forced to kill Nightfallen, do you? Earlier you said something... Oh, I don't think so. I am somewhat familiar with the overall curriculum here. I try to find information about this place online since I was in high school. So no, I doubt that they will force us, summoners, to do so. Maybe if we were slayers or sorcerers. That's a relief. You find his question and worries odd. Should a doctor be a doctor if they're afraid of blood? Maybe you're just overthinking it. As you walk further into the forest along the road, the dog raises his ears. Do you hear that? The birds? The wind? Our footsteps? No, running water. A body of water so close to the Academy? Never saw it advertised anywhere. Indeed. Soon behind some bushes and following a man-made path, you find a crystal-clear, lazy river. I think it's falling into a little waterfall further down too. Let's see where it ends. This time, he's the one taking the lead, excited to climb down the waterfall's edge. Like a spark lit up his tail, he's wagging it while running, taking him off balance. Yeah! The next moment, he disappears from your sight. Thankfully, you notice that the water is only falling a few feet into the basin below, so the dog's freefall doesn't worry you too much. Are you alright? You jump down as well and extend your hand for help. Yeah, thanks. I took one too many steps. I could see that much. Running water really gets you going, huh? I always wanted to see a waterfall, even if it's a small one like this. It's still beautiful. You could say size doesn't matter, as long as it's doing its purpose, huh? Is that a pop culture reference or something? Nope, just a porn-infested mind reference. Never mind. Now that I think about it, I've never seen one in person either. Strange, I have clear memories of a big and loud one in the forest. Hey, look! Looking behind, the scenery is certainly more impressive than the 2-meter-high falling body of water. Said water flows into a wide, shallow river, with fish clearly visible swimming unbothered underneath the surface. The place around looks well maintained, no litter to be seen, the grass all around is trimmed, and some trees are cut down, only stumps remain. A beautiful dock is built on top of the water, and large stone-marked paths go into the forest nearby. Nevertheless, a natural barrier of large boulders, trees, and bushes make the sanctuary feel more secluded than usual. It looks like a very undisturbed place, even with these man-made constructions. Even the fish don't care about our shadows or voices, as if people haven't been around here in a long time. Or very few know it exists. You give each other a glance and crack smiles, knowing you quite literally just found the exact kind of place you've been searching. Say, you're not afraid of water, are you? I thought that it was more of a cat thing. Wow. You did not. What? Am I wrong? Yes, very wrong, thank you very much. As a representative of the felines, I can safely say most of us love water. I haven't met many people outside my family, sorry. Then watch and learn how a cat does it. You walk confidently on the wooden dock, take off your shoes, fold up your pants, and sit down with your feet over the edge. See? I'm totally... meow. A quick and pitiful meow escapes your lips as your paw pads touch the unusually cold water, but you power through it anyway. Is dipping your feet into the water supposed to prove anything? Hey, it's really cold. I'm not about to jump in. You try and see how it is. As if expecting that request, he clutches his backpack tightly and takes off his shoes as well, then sits beside you. As his feet touch the water, he does not, in fact, moan like a bitch, as the other individuals did before him. You're right, it's nice. No attempt at mocking or arguing, his reaction seems genuine and calming. Each passing second your feet get more and more accustomed to the cold, and now you can actually enjoy the wet feeling. How about you, Scribbles? Huh? How do you feel about the water? Oh, me? Didn't expect a sudden question. I'm kind of neutral about it. I used to like water, but having fur makes it a little weird. Why are you asking? I'm just trying to provide nice new experiences for my best friend. No other reason. What the fuck is that? I don't speak bottom. Your conversation with the demon and the silent hangout with the dog gets interrupted by the rustle of leaves close by. We didn't pass the barrier by accident, did we? No, I'm quite sure of it. In that case, we're about to meet something much, much worse than a Nightfallen. What's that? A stranger with an axe! Both of you get your feet out of the water, but the dripping fur makes it a little awkward to figure out what else you should do with them. It would be polite to stand up, at the very least, and your dog friend does exactly that as you follow his lead. Hello there. Visitors! Can't believe someone else finally showed up. Are you here for the fishing season? No, I have to say, didn't expect such young folk here, although there was that cat and tiger once, but they didn't catch much with all their screaming. Actually, might be because I kept procrastinating on reconstructing that bridge. Everyone thinks that this place is off limits because of it. Can you believe that? He's not letting us respond. Just smile and look cute. But where are my manners? My name is Terry. I am a self-proclaimed forest ranger. Someone has to stop people from disrupting the fauna around here. Since so many wild animals like to stay inside the barrier, far from the Nightfallen. Oh, of course. ¿Hablas español? Haha, that's alright. We're locals. We just, wanted to make sure that you're done. Wouldn't want to interrupt your monologue. Oh, that's a relief. I never took the time to learn a second language. Only thing that I regret in my life. Well, that and trying to become a hunter. But that's a story for another time. But you're right. Enough with the monologuing on my part. What brings such fine lads to these parts? You look all dressed up and proper. There are no office buildings around here. Ho ho! I wasn't really planning on coming here. We were just on a walk following the river and found this clearing by accident. Then the water called to us, or at least our paws. Aw, so you're not here to fish then? Shame. I really thought that my ad would have reached most people in town. We need to take care of the fish population and I can't quite do it on my own. I haven't really seen any ads about this in the past month. How did you share it? Through email, like everyone is telling me to. Posters are outdated, they say. Could I have a look at the message? Yeah, here. The ranger takes a moment to unlock his phone, then hands it to you. There isn't much on the home screen aside from the email app and the time, so it's easy to navigate. And you quickly find the problem. Mr. Terry? You emailed it to yourself. What? So nobody got my hand-painted fishing request? Afraid not. But if you want, I can send it. For sure this time. Yes, please do. I was wondering why nobody is showing up, you know, outside of the broken bridge. Might also help if this place wasn't so well hidden by natural terrain and flora. You're definitely right, but I don't want people walking around unless it's the right season. Done. The next moment, a notification appears on your phone. Everyone inside the barrier should get this email. You're a lifesaver, lad. And these fish's demise. He laughs and you grunt. Speaking of, you sure you don't want to give my old rod a go? It's begging to be used. On the house too. Call the thanks for the help. What do you mean? What rod? The fishing rod? Oh, right, that, You turn to the dog who's shaking his head lightly with piercing, begging eyes. He does not want anything to do with this, but you know better. Time to give your new friend a core memory. Have you ever fished before, ALvy? No. Never got to try. But I'm not sure if... Come on, it could be fun. I'll teach you. I'm not much of an expert, but I've been on a lake a couple of times in my life. It's really fun if you have the right equipment, and I sure do have everything you need. Fine, but I'm not touching worms. Oh, we're not using worms, don't worry. I got my own recipe. All the stars have aligned. Splendid. I'll bring you boys all you need. He walks away, almost skipping with joy and whistling a happy tune. He's nice. How do you end up living in the woods? Can anyone do that? Can I do that? Maybe you should ask him. I'm sure he won't bite. I'll pass. As if afraid not to lose you two, he runs back only a minute later, with a small container of bait, 2 rods, and an empty bucket. What do we do with the fish, sir? We can't quite take them home. No worries, I'll take them off your hands if anything. You just have fun. If you need anything else, you can find me in the cabin right over there. I don't get many visitors, so you're welcome to just hang out. Don't be shy. I don't bite. Told you. Too hard. You know. Rawr. Jaw of a predator when needed. Oh. He's weird. That's your catchphrase. Well, I'm not wrong, am I? Debatable. I'd say that the nice comment comes before the weird one. So, how do you... If I remember correctly, you take some of these balls and place them on the hook. Then make sure that this latches off and just... toss the hook out. Not too far, though. He copies what you do, and to your surprise, there are no mistakes that you can see in its form. Hey, nice. You're a natural learner. No wonder you were recommended. The first time that I threw mine, back in the day, I accidentally caught my sister's finger in the hook. She never forgave me. Must be fun to have a sister to bicker with. Fun might be an overstatement. Closer to a challenge. I take it you're a single child? One and only. Must be stressful from all the attention and pressure. You don't even know. But hey, it must be proud that you got all the way here with your talents. I wouldn't say that. Wow, must be some tiger parents to not at least be a little bit impressed. I think that's somewhat accurate. Well, if we're making it a pity contest, I'll let you know that my dad left us when I was 6. Beat that. Wow, I can't believe it. Sorry, too depressing? No, I can't believe that you think that's going to win pity from anyone. Oh yeah? Let's see you trauma dump, Mr. Singleton. My parents married each other for political reasons and tax benefits, and I have never seen a real-life person outside of my family besides my music instructor. Oh. Do they, not love each other very much? It's, rough, I guess. I'm all ears. These fish don't get scared of sound anyway. Our whole family's relations are iffy. Everyone feels like a stranger to me. Aside from my aunt, but my mother doesn't like her, so I rarely see her. She's only around when we have nightfall and problems, since they keep breaking in through the barrier and she's a hunter. Not all barriers are as strong as this one, I get it. We also never went out fishing, for instance. And now that I can't imagine why, it's very relaxing. It's something my mother could use. Hey Cody. This might be a bit random, but you're the only summoner that I've seen in a while, so... Have you ever heard of demons appearing in your dreams? You grab him by the scruff and plunge his head under the cold water until the light fades from his eyes and no more bubbles. Your narrations don't instantly become reality. Stay calm. Play it cool. Find a good excuse before you say anything. Yeah, I did. Not that way, you idiot! I heard that there are demons that like to jump from person to person at night, but I doubt it's much to worry about. There are also spirits, but I know even less about those. Where did you hear this information, by the way? Folklore? Books? Yeah, let's go with that. Ah, makes sense. I didn't have access to any Nightfallen information. Why's that? Let's just say my family doesn't like Nightfallen much. We have that in common. My mom was very against me being a hunter. She tried to change my mind, but I wasn't going to waste my potential. And it's a cool job. Same here. What's up with parents and their need for control? He smiles while asking. A wide smile of relief almost. Even his voice increased in confidence from this simple eye-to-eye revelation. In the meantime, a familiar feeling takes root. Something inside of you is starting to ignite. I'm not catching actual feelings, am I? You ponder. And unfortunately for you, what's happening might be worse than a spark of love. What the hell is this? What was that? Nothing. I mean, let's talk some more. What were you saying before about dreams? That was crazy. Tell me more. Oh, right. It's nothing. If you say that I shouldn't worry, I just have some weird dreams for a while, but they stopped recently. I do feel a bit silly that the thing appearing in them ended up influencing my decision to become a hunter. In retrospect, it could have very well have been a random demon messing with my dreams. Or just some playful spirits like you said. Sorry for rambling. We should probably pay more attention to what we're doing. Lust rush, fully initiated. What the fuck does that mean, Scribbles? Okay, so, here's what... Okay, so, the thing is... Alright, you see... Okay, first of all, promise not to get mad. I will go absolutely ballistic no matter what. Okay, so, do you know how I can, like, manipulate the truth or hide things to avoid lying? Yeah? Well, I did say that you'll get these impulses from time to time, but it seems like they're growing much stronger than I anticipated. They're growing? We just met today. Yeah, of course. We met today. So, I'm not sure why this feeling is as strong as it is. I theorize it's because your own lust is extremely high and mixing with mine, it shoots from under control. So, it's partly my fault? Not gonna point fingers, but, yeah. Then what do I do? You have two options. Either find a way to relieve yourself, or tough it out and ignore it. You look beside you at the dog's soft smile and concentrated expression on the fish line. Having someone to do it for you will give the best results. Just so you know. Damn it. I don't want to make a move on ALvy. That would be... weird. Too weird even for me. So what are you gonna do? Your call. I already know what happens if you do it. You go pay Ranger Man a visit, but we're gonna ignore it. I have to push this feeling aside. It's not like I have much of a choice. I mean, I like ALvy, but I'm definitely not going that far with him so fast. I'm not gonna argue with that, but what about their reindeer? He seemed down for some fun. With a random stranger, as hot as that sounds right now, I'll pass. Ugh. At least go off on the forest or something. You want me to do something too? Yeah, I can feel this as well, you know. It's not a pleasant feeling. I do want some kind of release. But I'm not gonna pressure you into anything. I know you're gonna do bottom stuff anyway, so whether or not you do something, it's kind of whatever to me. Then sorry, Scribbles, but I've decided to ignore it. Final decision. Fine. I'll try to concentrate on narrating and not this torturous feeling. Hey? You alright? You look heated. Yep. Nope, I'm totally fine. Just a little in heat. I mean, hot. From the sun, that is. Is it really that hot? Seems like average weather to me. I'm a snow leopard after all. That is true. I don't know much about other species, especially felines, as we stated. Not gonna lie, that cold, crystal clear water is looking pretty nice right about now. I hope you're not thinking about jumping in. Not now, at least. Hey, does this mean anything? The dog points at his fishing rod, with the tip bouncing up and down. Yes, you caught one. Reel it in. On it. A distraction is very welcomed just in time. The dog struggles to find the lever and the coordination necessary to pull that off, but you don't get to help him, as your own rod starts moving too. I got one too. One rich mommy's boy and an experienced city boy are trying their hardest not to lose some of their first catches of their lives. The good news is that this adrenaline took away your mind from the lust rush. The bad news is that the narrator is reminding you about it for some reason. Sorry. Fuck you. He's getting away. What do I do? For starters, don't stop reeling. Is it not automated? The expensive ones are automated. Ain't nobody got that kind of money to waste around here. After about 5 more minutes of shouting and squirming around more than the actual fish you're trying to catch, you finally are rewarded. Got it! Yours is so much bigger. No wonder you were struggling. Good job. What do I do now? Well, take the hook out and throw it into the bucket here. Touch it? Yeah, what else do you expect to do with it? It's so much slimier than I thought. It moved again. Just give it to me, I'll do it. Thanks a lot. I like nightfallen, mammals, birds, lizards, snakes, but fish? I don't get along with fish. For some reason I feel like Tate might really like you. Meanwhile... Aw, look at them. They're even cuter from up close. They've even caught some fish already. Learning to kill so early on. It's enough to bring a tear to my eye. Now how do I ruin their fun? Oh, I see a pretty little thing hanging there at your leg, doggy. It would be a shame if the chain snapped suddenly. Oopsie daisy. Back to you. Do we continue or do we bring this to Mr. Terry? I am certainly not getting up. This water is the only thing keeping my lust in check right now. And you're looking more and more delicious. Damn it, snap out of it. And with those words, the dog's chain holding the ring snaps. What? No! Without hesitation or warning, you immediately jump in after it. You don't know what it is. You don't know if it's important to him. Plus, it's the perfect excuse to cool off. The current might not be visibly powerful, but it is more than enough to carry a small ring, especially when there is someone in the water agitating the floor. I got it. I got it. That's a bottle cap. There! Seeing how you struggle to achieve anything, the dog finally lets his backpack go and jumps into the water as well. Unfortunately, all this does is to make 2 idiots wet instead of 1, as the ring is long gone. No. This can't be. No! Scribbles, please get it for us. I know you can. What makes you think that? Come on, there's nothing that you can't do. I'll be in your debt. Those words sure are sweet. A real delight to the ear. Soon, the surface of the water starts to shimmer from the light reflecting in the golden metal as an object approaches at a rapid speed unbeknownst to the dog, who is still walking downstream just ahead of you, looking through the water in vain. Right into the palm of your hand it lands. Bingo! Hey, I found it! His ears spring up and he turns around with worry, which turns to childish happiness when he confirms your findings. Was it the ring or the dog's excited feet that got to you faster? Hard to tell. Yes, that's it. Thank you so much, Cody. You hand it to him carefully to not drop it again. After a quick inspection, he lunges at you, biting your neck and tearing apart your... Wait, never mind. He's just hugging you. A warm and very tight hug from someone that really likes you. Thank you. It means so much. It was nothing, really. I'm glad that I could be of help. How did you find it? I swear that I saw it further away. Magic. I need to learn some spells of my own too. I've always been told my magic pool is big, but I never tested it much outside of summoning. Could be handy for times like this. Do you mind doing that thing? He points at his broken chain where the ring once was. Oh, sure, no problem. Scribbles, repair this, please. Clean this, fetch that, repair this. I think I'm just a glorified maid at this point. Nevertheless, the chain gets magically reinstated using a chunk of your magic. Are you sure you want to put it back? Why did it fall off in the first place? I'm not totally sure, but I don't have a better place to put it in. Your backpack? Not a good idea. Your finger? It doesn't fit. It's alright. As long as I don't stand over a river, everything is fine. Right. So I take it you're not in the mood for more fishing? I'm neither in the right mind state nor physical state for that. We did catch 2 pretty big fish, though. We should bring them to Terry, as well as the rods. Speak of the reindeer. What the hell happened here? The man appears behind you with an amused expression on, trying to at least seem more concerned with words. Did the fish drag you both into the water? Wouldn't surprise me, actually. You are very small. Compared to you, probably. No, we had another type of accident. Jewelry in the water kind of accident. Ah, and it required 2 bodies to retrieve? Well, you see... You know what? It's not my business and not the time. You're both soaked and shivery. Come on, in my cabin you go to dry and warm up. No excuses. If you say so, thanks, Mr. Terry. And that's where I'm going to leave it for today. So, we finally began ALvy's portion of the Summoner Shard route. Compared to Therium, he is a bit more skittish. He is a bit... Well, I guess he is just as distrustful as Therium. Even though Therium likes to give out the air of like, oh yes, I'm personable, I can talk with anybody, and blah blah blah. You know that Therium doesn't like literally anyone. In fact, you even saw Therium talking to the masked person, and they're plotting, and in general, Therium is just having the worst time being there. He also hates the fact that Cody is hanging out with ALvy. But I'm pretty sure he just hates everything in general. We saw that that ALvy has an affinity for his crystals, his gems, I mean. He has a weird thing where I guess he just does not want to be found, but that has to do with something that's going to be revealed later on. He's in general distrustful so far of Cody, but he's warming up to him. It helps that Cody helped retrieve the ring, even though it was technically Scribbles who, fished the ring out of the pond, river, whatever it is. We also met a new character, a new side character, I guess, for ALvy's portion of the story. Terry. Very interesting character. That reminds me that I do have a reindeer persona. It's mostly for Christmas. Who knows, maybe I'll bring it out this year. But yeah. So, a lot of... I'm suspecting some interesting stuff is gonna happen. At least, in relation to the story. And MindofFur has said that this portion of the route is going to be kind of connected to scribbles, which again I'm probably wondering has to do with ALvy's own summons. But yeah, we'll see. Anywho, so as I stated before, this is just day 1. Obviously there's more for day 1, and there's one more video, but you know, this is just it for now, and then eventually you'll get more, so yeah. Anyway, so, you know, write down in the comments what you think, and thank you all for watching / listening. If you would like to play Lush Shards yourself, you can do so by going down into the link in the description, which will have a direct link for the itch.io page, where you can download the game and play it. Or you can just go to itch.io.com and... not .com, itch.io. And then just search for it and download it and play it yourself. They also have a Patreon in case you want to get early access to builds of Lush Shards, which should probably include ALvy's Day 2, in case, you know, you've already read the Day 1 and you want to find out what's going on. Should have some works in progress, should have some other stuff probably in there. But yeah, so anywho, all my other links are down in the description as usual. My Ko-fi, my Throne, etc, etc, etc. It's all down there. Anywho, so I guess that's it for now, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.